Okie dokie, welcome back to the Caribou Data Science channel. This is your Sunday evening edition of SQL Server and ChatGPT. We're continuing to work on our furniture store project. We're now at project 6 of 10. As always, before we begin the background there, I do have one request to ask. Okay, 3 requests to ask. Subscribe button, like button, bell icon to be notified whenever I upload or whenever I go live or upload new content. I also want to mention my sibling channel entitled Cyclistic Bike Share Project. It has everything to do with analyzing the cyclistic bike share data set, including Excel, SQL, and currently we're working with R programming, eventually moving on to Python probably also, but it's all about how to clean and analyze that data, okay? So be sure to check that out you get a chance. Okay, so here is the repository, the GitHub repo for the project that contains now, can I come over here somehow and freeze this? Okay, so there is the link for the GitHub repository. It contains all the data, the code, as well as the requirements for the project. Okay, and as is usually the case, we will of course be using ChatGPT to give us the SQL for the project. Okay, so let's come over here then. Chat up. Okay. And I always suggest you always kind of, as the old saying goes, you got to prime the pump, and that means okay. So here is the project. Here's the requirements for the project. To calculate the retention rate by analyzing customers who have repeated purchases in consecutive years. Now, if I recall properly, well, let's just answer the question first of all. What is the date range for this? I don't know. The thing that's sort of interesting about this is the min and the max will work, okay, but I don't think that the average makes any sense. Okay, let's see what happens here. Yeah, so you can't. It doesn't like it. Okay. Because it wouldn't make any sense. It wouldn't make any sense to have a. Okay, so we come up here, calculate the retention rate. Let's see. Okay, this add a little touch there. So what I did was I began by telling ChatGPT I'm using SQL Server and TSQL. Okay. Oh wait, let me give you the first of all, we want to give it the a description of the table. Okay. So we go over here. We can say script create. All right. All right. Remember up. Let's see it. Okay, it's working with sales table and SQL Server with the following structure. Okay, good. Okay. So we are using a common table expression again. Okay, extract the year from the order date. Identify customers who made purchases in consecutive years. Calculate retention rate, which is the percentage of customers who made purchases. So we come over here, select extract a year, right, from sales, where, okay, good, ID, customer retention as, so we are using not only a CT, we're using a nested CTE, okay? Identify customers who make repeat purchases each year. So what we're doing is we're taking the output from this first function and passing it to the third one, okay? Then we're taking it. Then we're taking the numbers from here, customer retention, right? Holy smoke, we got 3, 4. Good grief! This may be a new record for us in terms of the most lines of code for a query. Goodness gracious! Anyway, we could certainly run. Should be able to invalid object name. Well, let's try this. Oh, no, I'm starting at the wrong spot. This is the first. So we can run this one here. Okay. And this gives us the purchase year for each this gives us the purchase year for each customer. Now we should be able to come over here like this, I would think, and run this down to here then. Let's see. No, okay. I was thinking because we get the output from here, we would be able to come down to here and run it down here. But maybe not. Okay. So what notes did it give us here to take a look at? Now, customer yearly purchase extracts the customer purchases by year from the order date and filters the date range. Customer retention finds the customers who may purchase in consecutive years by joining the table with itself. Looking for customers in the current previous year. So it's doing, I guess it's doing a self-join, you might call it. Yearly retention calculates the caliber retained customers for each year. Total cost finds the total number of unique customers who made purchases each year, and the final query. Let's see if this works. Okay. Okay. So this is saying in 2015, we had 113. What's the date range up here again? Okay, for 2015, we had 113 customers out of 289 customers who ordered. Well, I guess meant 2000, which is a retention rate of 39. In 2016, we had 128 customers who ordered in consecutive years, with a total customer of 355. So this would be the total customers who ordered, and this would be the number of customers who actually ordered the previous month. Okay? Making sure that's right. Well, we may have actually done that someplace. Okay, so this must be, this number divided by this number, or this number divided by that number. Okay. Okay, very good. Very good. Question number 2. Save. Calculate the, let's see. Identify customers who have made purchase who have not made purchase till months, and create a list for a re-engagement marketing campaign. Okay, so we're heavily invested in common table expressions at this point. Identify customers who have not made a purchase in over 12 months. Calculate the time difference between the most recent purchase and the current date. All right. Identify customers who have not made a purchase in the previous 2 months. Create a list of customers. Sales, customer ID. max order date, last order date, between these things here. Customer date, last order date from up here. Date diff, last order date, this date here as month since last order. From purchase, where date diff, last order date is greater than 12. Create a list. Let's just see what this does. So can we do this? Okay. An active customer. 5 customers not made a purchase in the last 12 months. Create a list. Did I skip something? Why do I need it? Oh, okay. 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 Holy smoke. Suppose we did this. The question is, which customers have ordered within the last 12 months? Okay. So we have had some customers who have ordered quite frequently, okay? Okay, very good. Let's see. You know, I'm not sure that, no, this is all right, because it's a difference between the last order date and this. Goodness gracious, we have some customers who haven't ordered in 45 months. Holy smoke. All right. So is it looking for the cumulative total per year, for instance? Or is it looking for a single value? I mean, we could certainly calculate, you know, customer name. This may be the simplest question so far. We'll see. Okay, to calculate customer lifetime value, we typically sum up the total profit generated by each customer over the next period they have been active. Customer profit, this CTE calculates the total profit for each customer using the sum profit. It also calculates sum total sales for reference, although it's optional. Final query outputs the customer name, customer number, and the lifetime value, which is okay. Okay, so this is the total sales, and this is the total profit for each customer, ranked in no particular, and it's ranked by total profit. Interesting, okay. Determine which customer segments have the highest and lowest retention rate. Oh. identify repeat customers within each segment, calculate retention rates by market segment and region, find the segments with the highest and lowest retention rate. Customer purchase groups by customer ID, market segment, region. Customer retention identifies customers who have made purchases in the consecutive years. Yearly retention calculates the number of retained customers by year, market, section, and region. This score provides retention rates based on market segment and region. You can analyze results to identify which segments perform best, highest retention, and which are lagging long. You can use filters. No, not really. Now here's the point. I wouldn't have any, even when I was really messing with SQL manually, without using ChatGPT, I wouldn't have known how to do this query. To me, this is a moderate, the slightly different, the more different, a moderate, I don't know, maybe a moderate query. Although to a certain extent, it's made up of a fairly simple, queries itself. I mean, if you look here, this is a straight query. This one here, the thing about this one here is it's doing a lot of joins. Okay. All right. It's doing a lot of joins. Now, you'd probably actually want to have, two separate analysis. One for region and one for market segment. Okay. Well, the region's probably the most important because that's where we actually get a look at the customers, right? So retention rate is what? So you had a total of 16 customers. You retained 5, which means that there's a 31% retention rate. Okay. All right. And the final requirement is track customer purchasing patterns, identify potential churn risk based on inactivity or reduced purchasing frequency. Track purchasing patterns by analyzing how frequently a customer places an order over time. Okay. Well, this is quite helpful actually. This may be my favorite thing yet. See, this is a 6-part query, and it's all using nested common table expressions. Let's come down here. Let's do 7 or 5A. You know what? There's not a lot of difference there, is there? We had no medium risk either. I mean, our, our customers are split up pretty even between high risk, high risk and low risk. Okay. Let's come back up here and let's just add the one above for the original thing up here, okay? Because this actually gives us the list of names. Or actually, no, it actually gives us not the list of names. It gives us the list of customer numbers, okay? So we're looking at 12 months, I think. Okay. I think we're looking at 12, we're considering a customer who hasn't ordered in 12 months to be a high risk, which is probably actually too many, too long of a period. You'd probably want to say, 6 months even, depending on your product. So this is saying greater than 6 months. Is a high risk. But you could say, greater than 3 months is a high risk actually. But that's okay. Uh, this number here falls under 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 department requirements. The marketing people have to define how how long what is the time period before the. So the market says no. We want to classify any customer that has not ordered in 3 months as a high risk, or 4 months, or 12 months, whatever it is. Okay. But anyway, so hope you found this somewhat amusing and interesting, all that kind of stuff. Let's just take a quick screenshot here. There we go. With that, my dear friends, I'm going to bring this session to a close.